Hey, welcome, all my right thinkers. Thanks for tuning in and check out your boy P Funk thinking right out here in my lab where I do what I do for you. I spend a lot of time out here, but I use it wisely. Hopefully, get an essence I can give to you, help you make you wealthy, healthy, and wiser for yourself. Let's go. This is gonna be a good lesson for some, but you know how we do. Everybody don't take in what I do, so I don't try to satisfy everybody. I just teach those who want to be taught. So let's go. Rightism, 25 rule, live by. Storytelling, story with a message. There's a message in my stories for life. I give life lessons. Some of you like, some of you don't. It's all good. You tune into receiving them, so I appreciate you. Let's do what we do. Right thinking mission, and that's what I'm on, is to enlighten, inspire, educate, and motivate you, the individual, to a higher spiritual level of enlightenment. Right thinking way of life through mental and spiritual discipline. Practice daily will help and guide you to obtain your goal of reaching spiritual enlightenment, aka know thyself. That's what you're here to do. My mission is all right thinkers who come here to do just that, to know thyself. If you're a right thinker, then your goal while you're here is to know thyself. You see where we're going with this? Let's get together. So I asked the question, do you know you? You will when I'm through. That's what I do. It's rhetorical, but if you don't have to answer for yourself, tune in. I got you. A person who knows not and knows not that they know not is foolish. Disregard them. A person who knows not and knows that they know not is simple, but you can teach them. That's why I do what I do for you. Appreciate you too. Stay tuned. I got more for you. A person who knows not and believe and think that they know is dangerous. Avoid them. I do. A person who knows and knows not that they know is spiritually asleep. I can waken them. I'm the spiritual alarm clock here to wake you up with knowledge of self. That's what I do for you. A person who knows that they know is wise. Follow them. All these persons reside in you. Right thinkers, know thyself, and two, might be truths. I just gave you the humbling lesson, and I'm learning it as I go, so I give it to you as I go. But now I gave you the downside to humbling because it ain't my strong suit. But after experiencing it and practicing it, putting it to use, I got to say, humbling yourself is having control or mastery of what? Your memory and your emotions. Should be a good lesson. This is a flip over from the one learning that I didn't learn. I learned it. Now this is the result of me learning a lesson about humbling myself and getting better. Self-mastery, to me, is use your memory of what you experienced and your emotions as what? Learning tools in life to better yourself, not to just live in that state of, well, it's been like this. Oh, I know. That's not where you should be when you're dealing with your memory and your emotions. Let's go. My memory is my teacher. Again, who's the best teacher? Experience. My best teacher is experience, and that's what my memory serves as. And it teaches me what? What not to do, aka learn from what? My own prior mistakes or experience. It should either help me, it shouldn't hurt me. Why? Because I went through it, I did it. What don't kill you should make you stronger. So in life, the things that you learn, that you hold to memory, but have experience, should be there as a tool to learn, not to just keep repeating. If your memory, if you're living in your past, we got a lot of people who just can't get out of it. I've got a few friends, every time I see them, it's the same conversation. That just drives me crazy. If your memory can control your present life, you're not living right. You got something way wrong. You can't do nothing about what happened. Get off it. Let it go. Move on. Whatever. But I talk to people and they still stuck on what I call being stupid. That's a memory. Real and real. Old. Same story. Oh, golly. Jesus. Monetti. When you live in that lifestyle, you're freaking yourself out. You really just spinning your wheels, going fast nowhere. Get off. Manifest something. You can't manifest past. Memory can't manifest nothing. Self-mastery is when you don't live in what the past, in the memory, just learn from it and you understand what didn't work. Don't do what didn't work. Hello? And you don't carry that into what? Emotional. You get all emotional about the past. I talk to them every day. At one time, I couldn't get past crying the Lord. Couldn't get mad. That was driving me crazy. What the hell is that about? Okay, so being the emotion, you got to get over that. You got to get over that. Simple as that. Ain't nothing I can tell you. You got to get over that. Moving on. All that wasted time of what happened, how bad you feel. We call them pity parties. I don't attend them. Understand this, though. This is what you got to understand. My philosophy is not based on a belief system or how I feel and how I believe. No, my philosophy is based on principles and concepts that you can manifest for yourself. Your memory is a good servant, but a bad leader, a bad master. If you let your memory, your past dictate your future, your present, no, trust me again, don't live like that. If your memory is controlling your present moment in your life, you have no emotional control. Why? You still letting the past dictate how you feel. That's not good. That's why stop that immediately. I tell you, the information I give you, you can use it. This is one. Stop that immediately. Trust me on that. Nothing in your past can hurt you or help you. So living in that does nothing for what your present. Trust me. Please understand that. We all got past. We all got memory. That's what it is. Just that. To experience and learn from and move on. But to get stuck in what happened, how you got hurt, broken heart, lost job, you got to get past all of that. That's called life. It's called life. And we all have our own to live. So yours may be different than mine. I understand that. I ain't got a problem with that. I'm going to live in mine. I'm just trying to help you with yours. Again, with mastery of your own, I can do that. Why? I got everything I'm telling you, I'm done. Simple as that. Moving on. I hate them guys who preach what they don't teach. Don't do that. It's very unauthentic. Why? If you ain't doing it, don't tell me to do something you ain't doing. Tell you again, my pastor say he don't know nothing else. He was born in that environment and he never left it. My daughter been in school all her life. She ain't leave. I told her stay right there. Why? That's your calling. That's what makes you happy. You ain't got to prove nothing to nobody. Just be happy and content and live your life the way you think fit. Don't worry about what somebody think or feel about that. Okay, that's where the individual comes from, the I. Get selfish. When it comes to doing you, get selfish. Moving on. If you're emotionally controlled by your memory, your past, that ride that you on, that's the roller coaster. That's the reptilian roller coaster ride in life. When it's good, yeah. When it's bad, that's not a good way to live. A lot of us live that every day. We call it drama. Okay, your drama feel white because you ride that roller coaster of what? Emotions from the past. That drives me crazy. Okay, but now when you remember that roller coaster ride, excuse me. When you living in your memory, every time you remember good times, but then in your life, if your past sets the tone for your now, that's not good. Okay? Because why? When it's good, you feel good. So your life is good when you what? I don't know what that is. But when it's going good, because the past thought that's thinking makes you feel good, that's not the way to live. Please, I personally make this understand. I don't let my memory do anything but what? Remind me of what not to do. The things that don't work, I'm going to remind myself of that. Why? So I don't do it again. When we touch fire as kids, whoa. Next time you deal with fire, it's going to be by accident. You ain't going to purposely go up and touch fire. Those are life lessons. Feel me? So something we learn and we carry them through. That's all, and that's fine. But you don't live on the memory of when you first touched fire and got burnt, so you freak out every time you see fire. That's ignorant. Okay, that's childish, immature thinking. If you yourself can't control your emotions, you're going to constantly have what we call fetters. That's the ego acting out on what? Anger, joy, jealousy, envy, lust, everything that's negative, that's all self-inflicted by what? The ego, desires of the flesh. That's why it's all about what? Your emotional control. If you can't control your emotions, you're going to act on them and you're going to have to pay the consequences for those actions due to what? Your emotional actions and doing what you felt. How you felt. I felt. Okay, but the feelings are going to be bad leaders. Trust me on that one. They good servants, but they bad leaders. Okay? Been there. Understand that too. Domestic violence. When you and your woman get into you're going to jail. You going to jail. Trust me on that. No matter how. No. If you can't control that anger, you can't control that fist, you can't control how you deal with them, you're going to jail. Again, so it's better to benefit from what? Self-mastery and controlling one's emotions. I used to get angry, speaking from experience. Don't make a difference what they did. Don't mean nothing. When they come, you're going to jail. And I got angry. I would get angry and upset when very easily. Why? Due to my lack of emotional control and my ego. If you said something I didn't like, I'm raising up. I'm angry. That's ego. Now you can call me everything except a child of God, and you won't get a rise out of me. You see the difference? That's what I'm trying to explain to you. You can change who and how you are. All you got to do is do it. Okay? The more you rely on your emotions to lead, the more you will go the wrong way. Ain't nothing good when emotions are leading. The ego should not be in control. The ego should not be leading the way. A lot of us who are ego-driven, and if that's a double-edged sword, because a person who's driven by ego, it drives them, propels them, it gives them the go. But when they are successful with that, they're not going to change. They're not going to change. If you got an egoistic person that's rich, don't even worry about it. No. They got everything they need. They got everything they need to do what they need to do materially in this world. That's what this is all about. If you're rich materially, you're poor, you ass out spiritually. When I was rolling, God wasn't even in the damn. We was devils. We knew that. We loved it. I relished in being the devil's son. See where I'm going? So understand, big difference when you do the right thing. And again, if you wake up emotionally, watch this, with a bad attitude, what's going to happen? You're going to be a nasty person. You're going to be disrespectful. And the people don't deserve that, but that's what they're going to get from you. Why? Because your emotions are controlling. The emotions are leading you. That's not good for nobody, not even you. And you may get over it, but the people you talk to, they look at you like this. Okay, then now the next day, because you feel good, they supposed to fall in line and feel you. That's old school, okay? Remember, you got to treat people the way you want to be treated. Because you paying them, because you don't give you the right to do nothing but do those things. How about respect them? They respect you more if you respect them. They have to respect you. No, they don't. Moving on. That's the ignorance of people with power and ego. I'm learning how to master being humble. Personally, for myself. And that's what this lesson is about. I got here because of the lesson of humbleness. And I had to put it to a lesson where I can try to get it out. And I'm humble, mastering it myself right now to ignorant people who I got to deal with, and I got to do what I need to do. Why? So I don't engage with, like my pastor said, can't get in the mud with the pig. I can't get ignorant with ignorant people. I can't do ignorant actions because people acting ignorant toward me. And I'm getting better at that. And I'm learning how to just grit my teeth and let the ignorance show. And I don't react. I've got so much better. And guess what? This I couldn't wait. It makes me feel so much better after. When I was going through it, man, my sphincter getting tight. I'm about to explode. I'm about to just lose my damn mind, because that ain't how I was built. And I let it go, and I had to call my pastor just this morning. I said, Pastor, man, I sure feel much better. And he said, yeah, but I didn't know that. Why? I never had to do it. I never humbled. I'm not humble at all. I'm Bill's son. Humble ain't in the vocabulary, all right? But since I practiced and got better and mastered that of my emotions, I've been out of control of my emotions. They think I'm smart. Why? I'm not getting excited. I don't give a damn. Happy, sad, don't make a difference. I'm not riding that roller coaster. I tell you that. I'm smooth and smooth. I don't get myself into bad situations. When I used to not be humble, I reacted. I had to back down, sometimes apologize for how I came out and what I did. And I don't like that either. That's humbling. That hurts me more than having somebody radical on me, and I got to sit and listen to it. Then I got to apologize for my actions. I don't like that. So I'm not going to react. That's the best part about that. I told my pastor, I get it. And it makes me feel so much better when I did it. So moving on. Again, these are life lessons. I'm just telling you how to do what you need to do for yourself. And I'm at a point, I won't let what you say to or do to me change me. Okay? Why? I'm cool. I'm learning how to maintain. Why? I'm not going to let you know. People used to push your buttons to make, so I done got past that. There ain't no more buttons. I took all the buttons away. Ain't nothing you can do to manipulate or move me to get me to do nonsense, okay, to partake in that nonsense. Not going to do it. Conversation about God, spirituality, life, what's going on. Let's go. Anything else? Miss me. Like Snoop, miss me with that. Why? I ain't interested. Moving on. If you said disrespectful things to me back in the day, when I was egotistical, ego tripping, we have a problem. And I mean by problem, we about to move some furniture. They're about to get busy up in here. Why? I ain't settling for that. That's why. And if you one of them people, we about to have at it. That's why. And that was the old me. When you gonna stop fighting? When people stop pissing me off. But I ain't gonna stop then. Why? Because if you do it, you gonna get what you deserve. That's why I stay in shape, just for that purpose. So when I say we have a problem, meaning I'm about to get physical. This is my suit of armor. Why? I don't mind working up a sweat. Start out in the morning that way, so it don't make a difference how we go during the day. I'm prepared. Now you can get away with what? With saying disrespectful things to me, okay? And not had that problem. Why? I'm better at humbling myself. I will now allow that. Why? To prove to myself I don't have to react to everything for what somebody think or how they feel, whether they're good, bad, or indifferent. That's why. When you feel good when people gaslighting you, yeah, you the man, yeah, I watch your show every day, yeah, blah, blah, blah. But what happened? Man, that stuff you talking, nobody want to hear that nonsense. See? So you can't sway both ways. Either way, you like this or don't like that one, don't make a difference to me. That's the point. I'm not moved one way or another. Now you can get away with doing that. Why? Because I'm in a place in my life with self-mastery where I can't be moved by words. Good or bad. I'm just trying to tell you, this is, again, life lesson. I'm learning this. I'm perfecting this. Why? I'm getting better at this damn thing. So that's why I can teach it from that concept. A lot of stuff I know. I ain't proficient in. I ain't master, so I don't come here professor. I know this. I know about a lot of stuff. I ain't come here trying to teach it. That's the difference. All right, here we go. I used to feel the need to express myself whenever I was being disrespected, mistreated, and I wouldn't settle for that. Now, some people see it different, but from my experience, I can, not so much. I got a limit, but it ain't where it used to be. I didn't back it up a little bit, so I accept a little more than I was used to. How about that? And my brother said, "You get humble." Thank you. I wasn't always humble. I know that. I know I'm trying to get better at that humble thing. Thanks to recognizing. What's this? Being humble. Again, I just told you, ain't my strong suit. But why? Because being humble means you holding what? Your ego in check. Your emotions in check. Okay? By what? Not reacting. He couldn't do that. He wasn't even trying to do that. So I've had to make that adjustment for myself. And I'm here to tell you, because I did, I feel so much better. Why? I'm responsible for everything I did. And I didn't do nothing wrong, so I ain't got nothing to be responsible for that was wrong. Stay right and hold your ground. That's what I'm looking at. That's why I understand being humble makes me in that better, it be in that position. Why? I could show you, I used to fight fire with fire. I can cuss and rage just as much as, okay, that's jailhouse. I told myself, look, man, in prison, you can go out hot and we ain't got to help and holler. We can have at it. We ain't got to do all that talking. If all you want to do is talk, go over there, neutral corner, and leave me be. Why? You ain't really about nothing. If you about it, let's go. Simple as that. So me being humble, I got to put that aside. And my ego said, man, that's the best part. Yeah, I know. See, the ego loved that. The ego he loved it. I can tell you, that's the badger and the honey badger. He just love a fight. He don't give a damn who it is. Let's go. Let's have fun. All right, I put him to rest. Now, humble myself. Remember, now understand this. Remember, your emotions are what? Bad masters. Don't trust your emotions or your memory to what? Lead you in the right way. They won't. They help you, but they shouldn't lead you. Why? They should be the followers, not the leaders. Watch this. I will never, again, I don't say never, damn it, no. I will never allow my emotions or my memories to lead me at any time the rest of my days on this earth. Simple. Why? That experience I will never go through again. Been there, done that. Why? Well, this ain't the one. Okay. Because it never ends well. When you add that on your emotions and your memory, it never ends well for you. That's why. Let me say this to you. The last time I let something said by someone make me react, I end up in jail. Don't want that. Ain't doing that again. No. Simple as that. Like the fire. You get once enough. I know I ain't doing that. So I tell all brothers, my man, no matter what she say, how she do it, don't do it. Trust. Okay. When I give advice about life that I know, experience, if you don't use it, that don't mean my advice is bad. You just didn't take it. So understand that I only give what I call useful information. I give it to you to use, not to just blow smoke up your butt. Moving on. Sticks and stones, as I grew up, will break your bones. But your words can't hurt me unless what? I react to them. Because why? I got to pay the consequences of my actions. And once I bust you upside your head to the white meat show, now I got to be responsible for putting hands on you. That's why. Okay? So I don't let that happen no more. I've humbled myself. So some people get a pass. And what about me putting my foot? Yeah, you know what I want. But moving on, I'm about to wrap it up again. I appreciate you tuning in. Let me get this out the way. Controlling one's emotions. It sounds easy. Yeah, no, but trust me. Until you get what? In the heat of battle. Or best, I know guys who practice martial arts, whatever they were doing. Soon they get into the fight, they forget everything. What the hell is that about? So I know how that go too. But again, in the heat of battle, that's when you got the show. That's when it's time to shine. I practice and practice and practice. So when it's time to go, this ain't nothing but practice in front of somebody else. Why? I've been practicing for this. I'm ready. I do this. This is what I do. For you. All right, let me take it home. Appreciate you tuning in again. I keep my emotions under control. Some people think that, what? I have no emotions. I do, like everybody else. I just have control over them, unlike everybody else. If you got control over yours, you like me. But like K-Dot say, a lot of y'all who don't control your emotion, y'all ain't like us. Why? Those who got control over themselves, know themselves, got control over the emotions. And those who don't. Hope you enjoyed the lesson. I got to go. In closing, right thinkers. May y'all live to be 100. Me 100 minus a day. So I never let my right thinkers who starting to learn how to humble themselves that have passed away. Take lessons from your boy. It works.